Hello guys, today I have an interesting one. What if Sami reunite in modern days? Basically, that's unlikely happening because Norway don't want to give away all his northern lands, Sweden same thing, and Finland. And even more, Russia don't want to. So that's unlikely, but if it happened, this is what if. Well, Sami would want to join European Union and NATO, but it doesn't exist this series. So they just invade Norway. Their population is on the here, major population here, here, and even here, and little bit here, and here. Those are the major population of Sami. But let's continue. Norway war. Sami started pushing in Norway's lands. Slowly but gratefully. Now Sami made landing on Oslo, capturing capital, and Norway just surrendered. Now Sami, yeah, I think you did fight peace. Basically, government will be your ally, but you didn't take any lands of Norway. You're just now his ally. Now that means Norway even allows you enter in them. Now, here, to the further, we can see invasion of Russia. Of course, Norway started support Sami. Basically, Sami started pushing in Russia now. And Russia, you're using your army on this zone, but this war doesn't exist anymore. Because you made peace with Ukraine, saying fight peace. What said you don't invade anymore them. And Sami made invasion on Finland too, but made Finland on Sami's target. Now we can see Sami got the top Finland land lines of Sweden's and pushed it further, cutting Finland half, not two, not half, and capturing this part and moving further southern. Now we can see Baltics had own issue with Russia and even Poland. Kaliningrad allowed those Lithuania and Poland entering them. And further we can see the Baltics started slowly moving inwards of Russia. Duty, they captured capital of Russia. Not capital, capital is here, St. Petersburg, one major city. What is going on today of me? The St. Petersburg were Russian Empire capital, not modern day Russians. But Samis continued to pushing. Now Russia asked peacefully, and that happened. So with Finland, you did lost your lands, but claimed them of Russians' lands. to replace them. So basically, you did not basically lost any of those. You got just replacement of those. And now we can see Baltic's borders change. Estonia got the St. Petersburg, Latvia, you gained those lands, Lithuania, you split it with Poland, the Kaliningrad, and yeah, I think they started to be your allies too. And Russia hates you. Now we can see Estonia changed their capital to St. Petersburg because that's where most of population now being, and most of Russians started of Estonian speak to Estonians. Now we can see the Sami expanded further. Basically, Russia, this didn't change really much of yours. You still hold your capital, but have more enemies now because Finland decided to be Sami's ally. Now, with this changed, we can see those being more issues. Ukraine, you are now Sami ally because invasion of your were bad. Now we can see Europe started support more Sami. Even Turkey, Georgia, and Azerbaijan. Sami, you're getting more supports. Now we can see all of them made European Union, which Sweden now doing. And basically all those nations are in European Union. New European Union. Even Sami is in there. Serbia is get to be in Europe too. But everyone had their own veto chances. And these were refused because Serbia, your government. To the Serbia, you finally got in because you changed your government. Now, Sami, you have nowhere to go now. You already had to be in on Russian war. Now we can see you have nowhere to go, and if you even annex Belarus, you have further borders with the Europe. And with America, they started support Sami too. So if you even invading them, NATO will activate what just format up to make the NATO members to be peace. So you can't really get further Sami do because NATO Arcuator 5 not agrees that even Armenia got in. And basically, these were now NATO. Nothing much happened now to the NATO got even in Japan, South Korea, and even Taiwan and Philippines to be more powerful. And this actually happened. NATO expansion showed up further power. Now, Belarus, you had enough of Russia and applied NATO joinment, but as you did that, well, this happened. You got invaded by Russia. Do the NATO start supporting you? And this happened. Russia against NATO. Russia, you are immediately lost. Now, with new borders. Sami, you take it more lands. Ukraine, you gain those lands. Belarus, you gain those. Latvia, you gain those. Estonia, you gain those. Georgia, you gain those. Azerbaijan, you gain those. And basically, Moscow, you're already on border of Ukraine. So that made you even easier to make last because now if you invade, you even lost your capital away. Now we can see those borders were changed up really heavily. More Russian citizens started showing up against Russia, and Russia basically your government is screwed. Firstly, we can see the this region break it away of Russia and starting saying they are now part of NATO. What made Estonia fully block it away with Finland, the Russian borders. Now we can see this were only one who break away of Russia. Others didn't break away because Russia had them only in the Russian mainlands wanting to break away. And like the war, this wanted to break away, but Russia holded this so powerfully in them, so they didn't break away so easily. Now, as time continues, this region break it away, and even this region, leaving Russia really far behind, and started more showing up breakaways. To the Tuba you think it about and you ask it from the Sweden gained the Baltic Sea annexion, and Finland same thing. So they both agreed to give you a Baltic Sea annexion. So you can just set now trades of Baltic Sea too. And you even join at the Europeans Eurovision show to show your major power in Europe. And with the Japan, you gain to silence too. We don't need to forget you Japan. And even the mainlands of Russia, you gain to some. Now, the Eurovision was more huger than it used to be. More countries started joining up at the Eurovision too, because those regions break it away, this guy break it away, and even Sami is now in there. And well, we can see the protest of Moscow begins. Well, the Moscow region started showing up a democratic move, and well, this made this region here break away of Russia and saying they are now part of NATO. Well, this happened. They are now part of NATO and EU, and Moscow still have own protests. And with Azerbaijan and Armenia border issue, these were fixed. Azerbaijan gave it away those lands to Armenia, but isn't connected with their mainlands. Now we can see more countries started the breakaway of Russia. This breakaway leaving Russia so much last and even further. Here break it away and eventually Russia had only one region left what hold the borders of Moscow is still in this region where still the Russians do the Europeans promised to this region that it be better government getting than in Russia. And this made Moscow surrendered by Europeans and Russia. You have no access of this to this breakaway too. Now you lost even your capital, so you changed your capital location and build new one. In this time here, this time it's center of your country now. Now this was final thing you did to the to break it away. This region break it away. We can see this break it away as well. This isn't Japan, so let me hold this white. And do I you do? They didn't want to join NATO. They know the Russia can't win this. Now we can see more regions starting break away. Well, Russia, you're screwed. No, this side didn't join NATO. They know this could be bad of them because they aren't in Europe region. They are more in Asia side mountain. And further we can see breakaways started sea up of Russia. And Europe started see as more countries in you have more power of vetoes to the we can see United Region of Russia break it away. Basically, these were so many states of Russia just uniting to make this major region. And well, Russia, you're still screwed. We can see even China started to say this region being independent and not Russian. And finally, you had no chance to because everyone started to say this, even Taiwan. And even your allies say that. Only you didn't say this, and you had no chance to give the independence to. Now this region break it away, and basically we can see further regions started breaking away. As we continued to move even more in Asia sides, there were more regions who didn't like to be Russian. Now, Russia, you had only Asia left. What were interesting, Asia didn't break away because you had major power there already. Well, that's interesting, but we can see some already made apply of NATO to block your borders up, and this actually happened. Even some Kazakhstan Russians started protesting of Kazakhstan and saying this Kazakhstan part being independent to the Kazakhstan just didn't get this and just break this away of them. And this joined NATO also, leaving Russia really weak, and Kazakhstan just ended up supports of Russia. And well, Russia, you just invaded Kazakhstan, and this were easy for you, but this made you protest even further because Kazakhstan were major supporter before, and this made you even further losing. Now we can see Kazakhstan region started showing up that they don't want to be Kazakhstan or Russian, so they break it away of both. This is on little region who just being united with those. And regionally, Russia, you are screwed. Even if you annex the Kazakhstan, so many regions of Kazakhstan break it away of you. That made many countries further. Well, you can't really make yourself any more powerful, Russia. You're now really weakened, and some Kazakhstan regions joined even this bloc too. And well, China made their own bloc to block Russia off. Well, this was really well going. Russia, you have even lost your ally China. Well, maybe. Oh, wait, another region breaking away. Interesting. Well, you can't really do anything Russia anymore. You have only a small border of China, what even promised to break away and join a Chinese power. That's alliance name. And this happened. Well, Afghanistan joined even this, and they even promised to be even a more European region likely. Now, this ended up really badly of you, Russia. And well, this isn't. Hopefully you guys like it and see you in next one. Bye.